All the top goal scorers you see in this program have spent hours perfecting their craft. Most of this work is done away from their teammates working on specific activities. Striker School, the finishing touch, reveals some of these activities to you. The best way to utilize this program is to watch the professional players and get a good vision of what their body looks like. Next, watch the activities shown by players like yourself and watch the coaching keys and progressions. Write these down, take them out to a field, and get to work. Activities shown are in the learning phase and need to be practiced for hours before adding a live defender. Train for accuracy over power. Power is a result of perfect technique. Shoot low. The goalkeeper has the advantage on high shots. Shoot to the far post. The goalkeeper's momentum is usually going toward the near post, and a wide shot could be deflected by a teammate. After each repetition, walk back. The striking exercises need to be technical in nature, not physical. Begin activities with plenty of properly inflated balls, a server, and without a goalkeeper. Young players tend to try to overpower the goalkeeper and forget about technique. Use targets to hit. They may be the yellow ribbons we use in this program, or you can use bags, flags, cones, or even garbage cans. Begin with 50% of your power and 50% of your speed. As you become more skilled in the various strikes, run faster and use more power. The next progression should be to use a goalkeeper, followed by a defender. Never be afraid to fail. Remember your failures and learn from them. Statistics from major tournaments show that 80% of the goals are scored from the penalty spot to the goal line, 10% are scored from the penalty spot to the 18-yard box, and 10% are scored from outside the box. The striker should be provided with daily doses of shots from the 80% area. The striker starts about 12 yards out of the goal from his right post. He takes small steps to assess the path of the ball rolled towards him. He must attack the ball and not let the ball attack him. Contact with the ball is with the inside of the foot. This allows more contact area on the ball, therefore allowing more accuracy. The ball is passed hard into the corner area of the goal, marked by the yellow ribbons. Notice in these sequences how the goalkeeper is at the mercy of the striker. The striker should continue his momentum forward and hunt for rebounds. The striker may now practice contacting the ball with the laces as well as the inside of the foot. Players have a tendency to overpower the ball when shooting with the instep, causing the player to lean back and shoot high. Here, the striker tries to overpower the ball. His follow-through is to the left rather than towards the goal. His momentum is stopped with no follow-through. Correctly and accurately finish 20 balls rolling from your right-hand post into the area marked in the right-hand corner. This is with the inside of your right foot. Perform the same from the left post with the inside of your left foot. Finish 20 balls rolled from the center of the goal to the penalty spot. Finish with the right or left into the area marked in the corners of the goal. Repeat the above 3 activities with the laces or instep of your foot. When successfully completed, practice in the air. The approach run is directly to the ball, the non-kicking foot lands directly next to the ball, and the body is over the ball. Contact the ball with the inside of the foot for more accuracy. Land on the kicking foot and allow your forward momentum to carry you into the goal, where you'll look for rebounds. Think of passing the ball rather than shooting the ball into the corner. Many times, strikes from long ranges may catch the goalkeeper by surprise. He may also lose sight of the ball because players are in front of him. The striker's first touch allows him to look up and properly attack the ball for a long-range shot. For long-range shooting, the ball is struck with the laces or instep of the foot. The ball is served on the ground to a player approximately 20 yards out of the goal. In the learning phase, a goalkeeper is not used as the emphasis is not on power, but on technique. The striker's first touch must be clean, playing the ball forward. In the next phase, the ball is served in the air. The receivers must efficiently use 1 to 2 touches to prepare the ball. The goalkeeper may be introduced at this point. In this example, the player's first touch is not where she desires, and she runs around the ball to use her right foot. Since she's close to the goalkeeper, she should have placed the ball in the corner with the inside of her foot. The ball is now served farther out. The players here are providing good examples. Dribble a ball to the top of the 18-yard box. Execute a feint and drive the ball with the instep on the ground into the marked-out corner. Do 20 times with the right and 20 times with the left. The same routine is used when practicing with rolling balls. After the server sends the ball out, he walks to cover one half of the goal. Look up and strike the ball to the other half. The routine remains the same with balls served in the air. Clean the serve up with 1 to 2 touches and execute a long shot. Practice running onto balls played from behind you and balls played into your feet from different angles. Vary the speed and heights of the service. The approach run is directly to the ball, the non-kicking foot lands directly next to the ball, and the body is over the ball. Contact the ball with the instep of the foot for more power. Land on the kicking foot and allow your forward momentum to carry you into the goal, where you'll look for rebounds. Don't count your shot as a goal unless it goes in on the ground. This will also help you improve your ability to strike long, driven passes to teammates. Resist the temptation to look up after your strike. Try to hear the ball hit the net. Remember, even from long range, stress technique and accuracy over power. When you feel comfortable with the striking technique, concentrate on moving to the pass at top speed. The striker needs to practice his creativity by learning to bend balls around defenders and goalkeepers. Here, after a long run, the attacker bends the ball into the far corner. When in the learning phase for bending balls, the ball is served on the ground to an area marked by flags at the corner of the 18-yard box. The receiving player moves to the ball and executes a body feint against one of the flags. As the player becomes more skilled at this activity, a defender may replace the flag. After this movement, the striker aims to bend his shot around the passing goalkeeper or server who is standing in the front half of the goal. The striker, while aiming between the far post and the yellow ribbon, hits the ball with the inside or instep of his right foot. Next, the balls are served in the air for the receiver to control cleanly, beat the flag, and score. This striker provides us with an excellent example of bending a ball. Notice when he makes his feint, the next touches away from the body, allowing him to execute a good strike. The rotation of the ball causes it to spin back into the goal. The ball is served on the ground by a non-goalkeeper to the corner of the 18-yard box. Move to the ball and use a body feint to beat the player or flag to the inside. Practice swerving the ball into the far post area marked by the yellow ribbon. Do 20 times with the right, move to the other side of the 18-yard box, and do 20 times with the left. Practice hitting these with the outside of your foot. When the ball is served in the air, use the same routine. You can then add a goalkeeper, followed by a passive, and then live defender. Stay in the learning phase, which is the phase without a goalkeeper or defender, until you can hit 15 out of 20 shots. Aim a yard or two wide of the far post and make the ball bend back into the goal. Practice this shot both high and low. A large number of chances occur on crosses during the run of play and on free kicks. The striker must prepare for this daily when concentrating on finishing with heading, volleying, and half volleying. Training begins with a serve from the 18-yard box. The striker practices judging the flight of the ball and connecting with the chosen part of the body. Practice using the head and striking with the foot on volleys and half volleys. Try every service as a first-time shot. The server should send balls in from the left, right, and from various angles and heights. Hit 20 balls from each side, starting in a stationary position using the head, volley, and side volley. Begin moving forward to meet the service. Concentrate on getting your body in line with the ball. Concentrate on simply contacting the ball, not overpowering it. The server provides you with the power as they whip the ball in. As you strike the ball, follow through towards the goal and land on your kicking foot. Make the striker adhere to the 50% power, 50% speed rule until out of the learning phase. The striker walks back to position after each attempt. Concentration is on perfecting technique and timing. Look for quality, not just quantity. As the ball is served from the end line, a striker running from the back post to the near post has one simple advantage: the element of surprise. The power is provided by the server. The striker just needs to get body surface on the ball. Begin the near post run by starting at the post furthest from the ball. The runner goes before the ball is served from the end line near the 6-yard box. The striker pushes the ball with the inside of the foot into the near post area marked by the yellow ribbon. It's important that the striker does not stop his forward momentum. This is what happens when the striker slows down and leans back. The activity progresses with the striker clipping the ball back across his body, hitting to the far post. This strike is particularly frustrating for the goalkeeper as his momentum is usually moving toward the cross and he is unable to react to the ball's changing direction. Running across the back of the goal, but on the outside of the 6-yard box, finish 20 balls to the near post and 20 balls to the back post. Then switch sides. Practice all possible services to the head, thigh, and in the air for side volleys. Practice with the inside and outside of both feet. Add a goalkeeper who protects either the near or far post and tries to make reflex saves. Have a defender run with you and apply slight pressure. Execute under full pressure of a defender and a goalkeeper. After the striker can execute all techniques in the learning phase, make him or her sprint through the activity connecting with a hard service. The runner must start before the serve. The service and the striker must connect in the front quarter of the goal, otherwise the goalkeeper will intercept. The near post shot is a hard pass with the inside of the foot furthest from the goal. The far post flick is off the inside of the instep of the same foot. The runner must not slow down in order to strike. This causes the ball to rise. Continue the forward momentum after the run. In these sequences, the striker has run diagonally into open space to lose his defender. In the first sequence, the striker hits a far post shot on his first touch. In the second, the striker looks up and, realizing he's alone, controls the ball, setting up a well-placed finish with the inside of his foot. In each example, the striker has carefully timed his run to not be offside. The striker begins at the top of the 18-yard box, even with the far post. The ball is served on the ground from approximately 30 yards out, even with the near post. The striker must time his run so the ball arrives slightly in front of him. As he squares his hips and shoulders to the goal, he shoots first time to the far post. The striker progresses to receive balls that arrive in the air. The controlling touch cushions the ball directly towards the goal, allowing the striker to execute a perfect strike. The striker should practice receiving balls at all possible angles with the foot, thigh, head, and chest.
Okay, good. Now we're going to go in the air.
Begin your run at the top of the 18-yard box, even with the far post. The server stands approximately 30 yards out from the near post. Hit 20 strikes from each side, walking back to the starting point. Execute these without a goalkeeper and aim for the far post on the ground. Go at half speed for the first few days, then increase speed and power of the shot. The server will now play balls to your head, chest, thigh, or mid-body for you to control on the run. Add a goalkeeper, then add a defender, first passive, then aggressive. Concentrate on the timing of the run. The ball should arrive slightly ahead of the striker. If the striker has to slow down, a defender may win it. If possible, hit the shot with the first touch. If receiving an air service, no more than 2 touches. Shoot accurately to the far post. Build up to top speed running, receiving, and shooting. The breakaway is one of the most exciting plays in soccer. It pits the cleverness of the striker against the cunning and strength of the goalkeeper. Watch the various ways the striker solves the problem. Breakaway training starts approximately 35 yards out from the goal. The first exercises don't use a defender or a time limit in order to allow the striker to feel comfortable. The striker passes the ball square and goes forward to receive a ball played in front of her. She dribbles at the goalkeeper and practices beating her with a power shot from 18 yards by slipping the ball under her or by feinting and dribbling around her. Next, a recovering defender is added. This now creates a sense of urgency for the dribbler. The recovering defender starts behind the second flag and runs around the first flag after the pass. This gives the attacker a slight advantage. Once the striker is successful versus one defender, a second recovering defender is added. Start 35 yards out of the goal. The goalkeeper yells "go" and you attack at speed. Walk back and recover after each attempt and repeat 15 times. Have a defender start 5 yards behind you, then add a second defender. Your first touch should be 7 to 10 yards in front of you. This allows you to look up at the goalkeeper's position and glance back at the recovering defender. If the goalkeeper charges off the line, slow down and chip over him. If he comes out slow, go directly at him. Try to shoot it low if he's still moving and off balance. If he comes out balanced and composed, use a quick body feint to get his momentum going one way and dribble the other way. Strikers who can beat players 1v1 and score goals are worth their weight in gold. The facing goal progression begins with one player next to the post passing a ball to the striker moving in from 25 yards. As the defender moves out towards the ball, the striker beats him with a quick feint and shoots on goal.
This activity, John will play the ball out to one attacker or the other. It's a live game. No goalkeepers. There's no excuse for missing here. Try to beat the player and stick it in. Defender, if you win it, you get it and bury it in the back of the net. Go. Hard defense. Good.
A player with the ball stands between two cones at the top of the 18-yard box and the striker 1 yard in front. When the striker receives the pass, he must eliminate and get past the defender with his first touch. The second touch must be a shot. The defender is passive at first, and when the striker is comfortable with this skill, the defender becomes live. Make the activity more game-like by adding 2 goals at each end with goalkeepers. Every other person in both lines has a ball. Starting in one direction, the first player serves the ball to the far attacker and sprints out to play defense. The attacker moves to the ball and beats the defender to either goal. If the defender's hips catch up to the attacker when running toward a goal, the attacker should quickly change direction to the other goal. The sequence then starts from the other side.
Okay, this activity now, Tracy, you can go to either goal. She'll serve the ball out to you, serve it hard, low, or high. Once you come and meet the ball right away, don't wait for it. You'll beat her, you'll sprint out as quick as you can, play good solid defense. Change the direction. You can fake to one goal, go to the other one, but you got 2 goals to go on. Goalkeepers will go live. Play. Get out there now. Pressure. Come on, Trace. Take her on now. Take her on one way or the other. Good. And finish that thing. Great. Good, good. You attack the ball. Go to it.
What do you mean? No, it was back and forth. After they went from here, they'd go down there, and it would be the same exact thing. Good stop, Cal.
Have a defender pass the ball to you and practice running at them and scoring, and execute this 10 times each side. Have a partner pass the ball from the side and perform the same routine 10 times. Stand with a partner at the top of the 18-yard box. Your partner passes you the ball from 1 yard away. Practice beating them with your first touch and shooting with your second. Now make it a contest. If you beat your partner and score, you get to go again. Make it more game-like by adding 2 goals with goalkeepers and a live defender. When receiving a pass, move to it and try to keep up your speed. Tendency will be for the ball to pop up, so try to keep your first touch down and in front of you. Change speed as you go at the defender, perhaps slowing down with a body feint and then exploding behind and to the side. Get your head up to see the position of the goalkeeper. Decide early if you should shoot for power or execute a breakaway. Be aggressive and decisive. Remember that if moving at speed in one direction and the defender's hips catch up with you, quickly change direction and speed. In this example, the striker shows for the ball with a diagonal run, yet must receive the ball under pressure with his back to the goal. Notice how he runs into the space. His turn is a quick, powerful burst of speed and aggression, and his shot is low and in the corner. The receiving player starts 20 yards out of the goal. He checks back on a 45-degree angle and turns the ball with the inside of his right foot. The ball is touched out from under his body and towards the goal so he can get a quick strike. The striker also practices turning the ball with the outside of his foot. passive defender is now added to the activity. Starting 20 yards out of the goal, execute 20 back-to-goal turns with your right foot and 20 with your left foot, unopposed and without a goalkeeper. Practice with both the inside and outside of the foot. Practice shooting bending balls with the inside and outside of your foot and playing the ball in the corner of the goal. Add a passive defender, then add full pressure. Check away from the space you intend to receive the ball in. Keep eye contact with the passer. Take a quick look at the defender to see how far away he or she is. If they're tight against you, execute a quick lunge forward before you turn with the ball. This causes them to move quickly forward. Your first touch should be behind you into the space you just vacated. This allows your head to come up and look for a shot or pass. Stick to the 50% power, 50% speed rule until you feel comfortable. Over-exaggerate your turns in the learning phase. The purpose of the following games is to create numerous goal-scoring opportunities in a short amount of time. Games should be short in duration, but high in intensity. The spaces should be realistic to those in a match. As the players become more comfortable with the games, the spaces may be reduced to create more pressure, and the number of players may be increased. Strikers must be placed in games like the following every day. They must be given the freedom to experiment with techniques and tactics, as well as failure and success. Abilities to shoot and maintain composure outside the 18-yard box can be developed through the attitude and composure game. The playing area is equal to two 18-yard boxes. Divide the players into teams of 4 with 3 attackers on one side and 1 defender on the other. The 3 attackers combine to get shots on the furthest goal, while the defender on their side tries to disrupt play. The coaching focus is on quick ball movement, quality first touches toward the goal, and recognizing opportunities to shoot from a distance. The lone player in the far box works in conjunction with their teammates, looking for rebounds and deflections. After a shot or goal, the game starts in the other direction.
Okay, let's just stop for a second now. This is great here. Let's play the ball back to her. Okay, Gina. Good first touch, but let's play it directly to the goal right here.
Okay.
Okay, instead of having to swing around here, what we want to see is this. Play me the ball here. Watch. So look at my first touch is right here. It's directly towards the goal, and now I could get a nice strike in when I hit it, okay? Play. Otherwise, not bad. Okay, first touch is towards the goal if you're going to hit it. Excellent!
If you have 16 field players, play until one team scores 2 goals or plays for 3 minutes, and have the winner stay on. Rotate the defending players every game.
Thanks.
Go, Doc.
Get in there and hit it. Have it. Oh, have it. Good hit. Thanks.
following 2 games are designed to help your players finish balls coming from the side, off the end line, and off of crosses. The area is the same as in the attitude and composure game. Free play by the team in possession, utilizing their wall players outside the attacking areas to maintain possession, provide them with a cross, or play balls off the end line. The teams play for 5 minutes, then switch roles. The coach will have many opportunities to make technical and tactical coaching points. The emphasis for the players will be on first-time shooting.
Basically what's happening, red is attacking this goal, white is attacking this goal, 3 versus 3. Only restrictions are that you may play the ball out to the winger, or you must play it to the winger, which are neutral players going both ways, or for the target players up there before you score. All right?
In an area the same as the previous game, teams of 3 to 4 play attacking one goal and defending the other. The neutral wingers play outside the sideline.
Next game here is a little bit like the last one we played. This is the winger game. The only difference now is we took the target players off the end. It's 4 versus 4 in the middle right here, 2 goalkeepers, 2 neutral wingers. The idea is before we attack, we must involve our winger. All right, so Sam, you might want to throw it directly to your winger and she'll get a cross in right away. She might want to pull it back out towards me for long distance shooting. You can play it into your target player if you want to, okay?
The team in possession must get the ball wide to either neutral unopposed winger who can dribble and get in crosses. Here the coach is looking for quality serves and the near post, far post, and mid-goal runs of the attacking team. The attackers try first-time finishes by heading or volleying the ball on goal.
Good, with white, quickly. Get yourself organized, some players at the back post. There it is. I like that. That's exactly what we want to see. Great job.
The trainer has 4 pairs of attackers and defenders, each with 1 ball. Each pair has a goal with a goalkeeper numbered 1 through 4, but the numbers are not the same for each pair. The activity starts with the attacker shielding the ball. The trainer calls out a number and each of the 4 pairs attack or defend their goal of that number. After each attack, the pair walks back to the center area with the ball and the trainer starts the sequence again.
Number 3. Speed, keep going. 4. 1. 3. 4. Say good. 1. Shielding, dribbling, penetrating, looking for open space to be able to score. You notice we have 3 blue target players. White will start with the ball, but red, if you win it, you're certainly free to attack at any goal here. All right? If white has the ball, Amy, if you come with me, please, before you can attack any goal, you must play off a blue target player. Play me the ball, and if she could shoot it first time and she scores, that's 2 points. Back again, Amy. Let me use your ball. Amy, out here. If she has to touch it more than once, so play a wall pass to me and go this way. Dribble in, beat the keeper. If she has to touch it more than once and scores, that's 1 point right there. Go. Target players need to be active. Good, Lauren. That's 2. Goalkeepers, get them back in play quickly. Get 2 out of that, Kate. There's 2, quick, give it to the other player. Seek any goal. You've got 4 goals. Good, Trace. Another ball, quickly. Go on, try that one. And go, play. Get 2 points. As soon as you score, Tracy, you gotta finish that. No, we have to finish that. Good, Kelly, good breakaway, and play.
Two goals are played back-to-back on half a field. A double-sided Corver-type goal may be used. The players are organized into 2 teams of 8 plus a goalkeeper. Flags are placed approximately 30 yards out from each goal. One team defends one goal and attacks the other. The players need to play both defense and offense.
Yeah, Cal.
Hey,
Yeah, hit that. Hit it. One shot. You got me?
Have it.
Hit it.
Oh, get in there, finish it.
You got that, Gina. Bring it back.
Be hungry there, look for those goals.
Yeah, take that shot, Natalie.
Drive it.
When a goal is scored or the goalkeeper makes a save, the goalkeeper throws the ball wide to one of the flags. This will spread the teams out. The back-to-back goal game creates numerous goal-scoring opportunities in a very short time. Every element of this program takes place here. 1v1, back to goal, breakaways, crosses, and long-range shooting. When one team shoots and misses the goal, it often creates a first-time opportunity for the opposing team. This game creates many attacking third opportunities in which the player may experiment with technique and tactics.
Where's my defense? Stay in front of her, stay nude. Stay in it. Oh,
By carefully and systematically training following the procedures outlined in Striker School, you will notice a rapid improvement in your goal-scoring potential, and with practice, you will add the finishing touch to your game.